Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Waiting! Watching you fire. Come on. You better bring.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
81.
From the 45 on second down, Wentz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now Wentz escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Check. You know it. Check. Hey, Alpha.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First down, Denver.
Got it.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Strong right. Hey, four down. Yep. Get it. Hey, team 6. Mike's 59. Man out. Mike, get it.
They'll set up to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Go. 30 base.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Now. Hey, orbit.
Second and 14. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check, go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From midfield, here's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Second and 6. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Looking to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2. This complete to Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Let's go. I'm hella nervous right now.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him.
I was looking at Aaron Jones' stats earlier, and I'm disrespecting him. He's got like 70 yards on the season. 70, sorry. I just woke up. West Coast.
2nd and 4.
Fuck.
And it'll be intercepted.
Fuck.
Trevor Williams with a pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first
I always
quarter.
do that shit.
We're scoreless after 1. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 37. Check 37. Let's go. Great.
Now it's Hines. And he's got some space here. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now they can breathe a little easier. Some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He'll buy some time right. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Hines. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz over the middle, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Play action. Now Wentz taking a deep shot here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this 1st half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. There, the defense won the battle. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 11. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hey, Charlie. Mine's 59. Mine's 50.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He'll drop to throw. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Intended that time for Cooper. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A final shot before half for Wentz. Forced out to his left. Taking a deep shot here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
2nd down and inches. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Hey, exit. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Get it.
He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Anthony Sherman, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
And now here's another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Wentz. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, high 7.
2nd and 10. Complete to Jones. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Go.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And now here's another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it dropped to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey. Hey, team 6. Hey, Jet. Ready?
They'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. And now Cooper, slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
We got this.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
On play action, Wentz flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. And this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Sunday. Check right. Go. I'm on. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. On 1st down, Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go again.
They run with Hines. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm going to come back.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Hey, echo.
He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Watch your slap.
They begin the drive with Hines. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here we go.
From the 44, Wentz. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Two jet. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Finding Gabriel, complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And Lutz puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And the Seahawks fans have to be happy. That lead just got bigger. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A.J. Boye with a pick. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They run again with Hines. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, it's Freeman, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken right at the 35. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Nassib in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Looking to throw. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Kansas City, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.